Welcome to your journey into the art of storytelling. This video will transform you from a novice into a master storyteller who can captivate any audience. Definition: the art of using narrative to connect with others through emotions, values, and ideas. Communication tool. Stories persuade more effectively than facts or statistics alone. Universal language. Every culture uses stories to pass down knowledge and create shared identity. Emotional connection. Stories trigger neurochemical reactions that create empathy and trust. Enhanced retention. Information wrapped in narrative is 22 times more memorable than facts alone. Motivate action. Compelling stories inspire people to change behavior and pursue goals. Characters. The people, or entities, driving the action. Setting. The world where your story takes place. Conflict. The central problem or challenge to overcome. Plot. The sequence of events that unfold. Personal anecdotes. First-hand experiences that reveal character and build authenticity with your audience. Case studies. Real-world examples that demonstrate concepts and provide evidence for your claims. Metaphors and analogies. Comparisons that make complex ideas accessible through familiar concepts. Historical events. Pivotal moments from the past that illustrate timeless human themes. Research demographics. Understand age, background, and interests of your listeners. Identify needs. Determine what problem your story will solve for them. Consider context. Adapt to cultural nuances and shared references. Tailor your message. Customize vocabulary, examples, and content to resonate. Identify your point. Distill your message to one clear takeaway. Ensure relevance. Connect your message to audience needs. Align with goals. Support your broader objective. Ordinary world. The hero's normal life before adventure begins. Call to adventure. A challenge or opportunity that disrupts normality. Trials and challenges. Obstacles that test and transform the hero. Transformation and return. The hero returns changed, with new wisdom. Surprising statistic. Use an unexpected number that challenges assumptions and creates curiosity. Provocative question. Pose a thought-provoking query that makes your audience pause and reflect. Intriguing scenario. Paint a vivid scene that immediately draws listeners into your world. Powerful quote. Begin with memorable words that establish authority or emotional resonance. Relatability. Give characters flaws and desires that mirror your audience's experiences. Even heroes should struggle with universal challenges. Example: a perfectionist who learns to value progress over perfection. Transformation. Show how characters evolve through their experiences. Change creates meaning and provides the emotional payoff. Example: a skeptic who becomes a believer after facing undeniable evidence. Dimension. Balance strengths with weaknesses. Multidimensional characters feel real and avoid stereotypes. Example: a brilliant leader who struggles with personal relationships. Reveal character. Each person should speak in a distinctive voice that reflects their personality, background, and emotional state. Move story forward. Every exchange should reveal information, create conflict, or deepen relationships. Balance with narration. Alternate dialogue with description and action to maintain rhythm and context. Sound natural. Read conversations aloud to ensure they flow authentically without feeling stilted. 75% decision factor. Percentage of decisions made based on emotion rather than logic. 5x memory impact. How much more we remember emotional content versus neutral information. 6 universal emotions. Core feelings recognized across all cultures: joy, fear, anger, disgust, sadness, surprise. The most memorable stories tap into universal human emotions. Create moments of vulnerability, and use emotional contrast for maximum impact. Unexpected twists. Create narrative turns that catch your audience off guard, while still feeling authentic within your story's world. Subverted expectations. Lead your audience in one direction, then reveal something entirely different, but more satisfying than anticipated. Revelations. Unveil hidden truths at strategic moments to create powerful emotional responses and deepen engagement. Audience impact. Surprise keeps audiences alert and invested, creating memorable moments that resonate long after your story ends. Short sentences. Create urgency. Build tension. Drive action forward. Medium sentences. Establish rhythm and flow, conveying information clearly while maintaining interest. Long, flowing sentences. Slow the pace, describe rich details, and create immersive moments that allow the audience to sink into the world you've created. Types of humor. Situational comedy arises from circumstances. Character-based humor comes from personality traits. Wordplay uses language itself for laughs. Timing is everything. The perfect pause before a punchline creates anticipation. Practice delivery to maximize impact. Use appropriately. Humor builds connection, but can undermine serious moments. Match your comedy to your message and audience. Props and visuals. Tangible objects create memorable moments and reinforce key points. Body language. Your movements and expressions can amplify or contradict your words. Word pictures. Descriptive language activates the mind's eye, creating immersive experiences. Larger themes. Connect to universal ideas. Background information. Provide necessary history. Setting the scene. Establish when and where. Context grounds your story in a specific time and place. It provides the foundation that makes your narrative believable and relatable. Without proper context, audiences struggle to connect with your characters and situations. Establish setting. Create the world of your story through sensory details and atmosphere. Answer the where and when questions clearly. Example, in the bustling tech hub of Singapore, as monsoon season approached. Introduce characters. Present your main characters through action, dialogue, or brief description. Show what makes them unique. Example, Maria checked her watch, late again, but this time with purpose. Present initial conflict. Introduce the problem or challenge that will drive the story forward. Example, the email from the board arrived. They needed a solution in 48 hours. Complications. Introduce obstacles that make the main conflict harder to resolve. Character relationships. Deepen connections between characters through shared experiences. Raising stakes. Increase what's at risk if the protagonist fails. Building to climax. Create momentum toward the pivotal moment of highest tension. Resolve conflict. Address the main problem in a satisfying way that feels earned. Show growth. Demonstrate how characters have changed through their experiences. Reveal insights. Share the wisdom gained that applies beyond the story itself. Emotional resonance. Leave audience with a feeling that lingers after the story ends. Twist ending. Reveals unexpected information that forces the audience to rethink everything they understood before. Best when subtly foreshadowed throughout story. Circular ending. Returns to the beginning, but with new perspective, showing growth while providing satisfying symmetry. Best when, emphasizing transformation or life lessons. Open ending. Leaves some questions unanswered, inviting audience interpretation and continued engagement. Best when, sparking discussion or prompting action. Find your voice. Develop your unique perspective and storytelling style. Avoid imitating others. Share personal experiences. Include your own struggles and successes to build genuine connection. Embrace vulnerability. Show imperfections and lessons learned from failures. Stay true to values. Tell stories that align with your core beliefs and principles. Draft your story. Write out complete narrative with beginning, middle, and end. Get feedback. Share with trusted listeners who will provide honest input. Revise and refine. Strengthen unclear sections and enhance emotional impact. Practice delivery. Rehearse aloud, varying pace and emphasis for effect. Oral presentations. Emphasize vocal variety. Use body language. Maintain eye contact. Allow for interaction. Written stories. Rich description. Thoughtful word choice. Strong paragraph structure. Visual formatting. Social media. Concise language. Strong visuals. Immediate hook. Shareable moments. Visual media. Show, don't tell. Use composition. Color psychology. Symbolic imagery. Privacy and consent. Get permission before sharing other stories. Change identifying details when necessary to protect privacy. Ask, would this person be comfortable with how I'm portraying them? Cultural respect. Research thoroughly when telling stories from cultures not your own. Avoid stereotypes and appropriation. Ask, am I honoring this tradition or exploiting it? Truth versus artistry. Balance factual accuracy with narrative needs. Be transparent about what's been changed or enhanced. Ask, does this serve the deeper truth even if details are altered? Stage fright. Practice deep breathing, visualize success, and remember your audience wants you to succeed. Unexpected interruptions. Acknowledge disruptions gracefully, then redirect back to your narrative thread. Recovering from mistakes. Use humor, briefly acknowledge errors, and continue with confidence. Memory lapses. Create mental anchors for key points and use narrative flow to find your place. Study the masters. Learn from great storytellers across mediums and cultures. Practice regularly. Dedicate time to crafting and telling your stories. Share courageously. Find opportunities to tell your stories to real audiences. The path to storytelling mastery never ends. Each story you tell improves your craft. Begin today by sharing one small story that matters to you. Your voice and perspective are uniquely valuable.